welcome. We've had some super insightful sessions on the National Pension System, the NPS.
Anytime, any day. I can hardly remember anybody who I've met who has NPS who knows about Tier 2. Tier 2, which is a product which is very, I would say, easy to invest. You can invest whatever you want. Take that money, put it away. You don't have to ask parents for pocket money at a later date. You would have seen your money grow. And then you'll be more tempted to invest. It's very important for the various stakeholders to come together and find out how can we reach out to the uncovered people.
Hello and welcome. We've had some super insightful sessions on the National Pension System, the NPS. If you have not watched them yet, go back right now and watch those. We're in conversation with Mr. Subhasis Ghosh of Kotak Pension Fund. Thank you so much once again for joining us here.
Thank you, Sana, for having me.
All right. So this one is going to be a rapid fire round. Okay.
Ready?
Right. Okay, great. So one word to describe NPS.
Globally, the lowest. Oh, one word. That's a tricky one. I can't think. Honestly, I can't think of one word.
Okay, one line.
Okay. Globally, the lowest cost actively fund management retirement product in the world.
All right. Best time to start investing.
Anytime, any day.
All right. SIP versus lump sum, which is better?
SIP, any day.
All right. The best thing about NPS.
Double benefit of lowest cost fund management and income tax benefit. It's the only product that has got income tax benefit under both the old and the new tax regime.
All right. Well, one myth about NPS that you would like to bust. I think I know the answer to this one.
Okay. The myth I would like to burst is that money is stuck forever. That it is not so. If you want money, this is a retirement product. So the idea is not to make life easy for you to withdraw, because then you'll not have a good retirement. But yes, there are contingencies where you can withdraw part of the fund in the period of the 60 years that you take to build up for your retirement. That's tier 1. And the other one, which is tier 2, you can withdraw anytime you want.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the myth is that it's a retirement product, because it is also for long-term savings, because you can keep withdrawing at any point in time.
Okay. So it's a combination of good and it gives you both the benefits.
Yes.
Retirement as well as savings, short-term savings.
Absolutely. Okay. If NPS has a tagline, what would that be?
NPS zaruri hai.
All right. One feature about NPS that even seasoned investors tend to overlook.
I think it's tier 2. I can hardly remember anybody who I've met who has NPS who knows about tier 2. People know about tier 1, and that is possible because of the 50,000 that they invest, which also is a myth, because 50,000 is only the time of investment you get the tax benefit. But the other tax benefit that you get on withdrawal, they're completely forgetting that. So tier 2, which is a product which is very, I would say, easy to invest. You can invest whatever you want, whenever you want, withdraw whenever you want. Your fund management charges are exactly the same as your tier 1 fund managers. Even the investment pattern is almost similar. The fund managers do not make too much of a difference between tier 1 and tier 2. They generate separate, similar returns. And you can withdraw the money whenever you want. I think that's a very, very powerful feature. And towards the maturity, simply transfer the money from tier 2 to tier 1 and get the tax benefit there also.
Right. Double benefit.
Double benefit.
Okay. So if you had to explain NPS to a 7-year-old, would you? And if yes, then how would you do it?
Actually, I would. Because you know what? NPS has come out with a new scheme called NPS Vatsalya, which actually is meant for children up to 18 years of age. So from a newborn child till the age of 18, the parent opens the account with only the birth certificate of the child in addition to the normal documents. And at the age of 18, automatically it becomes the child's account. So I would tell the child that instead of the piggy bank money which you got when you did well in school and your dadi gave you some money and then your dada gave you some money because you went back on holidays to their house, take that money, put it away. You don't have to ask parents for pocket money at a later date. You can grow this money and then you can study the course that you want, because you'll be allowed to withdraw 25% of the investment that has been grown up during the time. And when you are old, you would have understood the benefit of long-term savings, because you have been literate from the age of 17 till the age of 7 till the age of 18. For 11 years, you've understood the benefit. You would have seen your money grow, and then you'll be more tempted to invest.
Right, that's an interesting one. Vatsalai. All right. So, for you personally, would you prefer retirement in the hills, on a beach, at a beachfront place, or in a full-fledged metro city like Mumbai, where we are right now?
I think with the benefit of having invested NPS quite early, I probably will be able to have a mix of all.
So travel,
Travel.
or just like buy houses everywhere and stay wherever you want.
Actually, don't buy houses.
Don't buy houses.
Because then you're stuck.
Okay. Just stay wherever you want.
Stay wherever. There's Airbnb. There are other staying facilities that are available.
Yes.
And you can stay in winter in a certain place, summer in a different place, and finally you can always go back to your hometown and stay there.
Perfect retirement life. All right. So, what is the one regulatory change that would make NPS more attractive? Do you think there is any?
It's difficult for me to tell you what the regulator will do, will not do. What is likely to happen, and we hope the regulator does allow that, is today the central government money by default goes to the three, I wouldn't say there are three pension fund managers which are considered to be PSU pension fund. They are not PSU, they're considered to be PSU, where the money goes by default. If that is opened up more and goes to everybody by default, the 10 which are there now, I think that would make life a bit easier for all of us.
That's an interesting one. So, is there one thing that you would change about NPS if you could? Not a regulatory change, but anything. Any one thing that you think would make NPS a better scheme overall?
Not scheme. I would say one thing I would definitely would want is that, you see, let me put this. Why is everybody aware of mutual fund? Because consistently year on year, a large sum of money has been spent to build up the brand. And the regulator has allowed some more money to be spent in 15 to 30 cities and 30 and beyond. I wish there was some fund that was available to spend, to give the message of education to NPS. That because of the cost structure, because it's lowest cost, also it means that there's very little money available for any kind of branding, advertising, marketing, those facilities. So there are a lot of people who are left out of the system. It's very important for the various stakeholders to come together and find out how can we reach out to the uncovered people, particularly those who are not in formal employment. Your earlier examples are people who are in content working, who are gig workers, who don't have an employer-employee relationship. How to bring them into the focus of NPS? I think that would really help in the social security of our nation. It's not good to have aged people who are on the streets.
Right.
It's socially very, very bad for our country.
Correct. All right. Well, do you believe in FIRE, financial independence, retire early?
There's a lot of debate on this.
Yes.
What does retirement mean? Retirement means no work, or to do something that you can do which you could never do when you're working. I think that is important. See, and how early is early? Very few people make that much money that they can have the best of their lives, financially that is, if they retire really, really early. You will always get those stories of that startup guy who sold his, company for a very big sum of money.
Yeah.
But those are few and far between. And as you know, as you work or be invested or be your into business for a longer period of time, it's towards when you get older, that's when you start earning money. The second thing I must tell you this, and this is also very important, health-wise and from other points of view, dementia, etc., sets in far earlier when your mind is not occupied with some problem. Right. It doesn't have to be stress. If there's no issue to be settled alone, no, then people tend to have dementia earlier than if you are completely doing. Your mind is like a muscle. It also needs to exercise. So work, people who live longer, those who have good social systems around them, who have good friends, who are regularly doing an activity, work makes you do all that. For all the stories of everybody getting into gym and all that, really the percentage is very, very less. The daily thing about going to office, coming back, the discipline of meeting different people keeps you active, fit and alive. So I would still say each to his own. I mean, who am I to say?
So, I mean, as long as you have something that you enjoy doing, even if it's not a normal, corporate salaried job. then
So
sure.
there's so many things you can do. What you can do is to listen to your body and probably do a gradual slowdown, then a switch off. You may reduce the intensity of your work, but still get engaged. And there's so many things you can do. You can join an NGO. You can get into volunteering activity. You don't have to sit at home and do nothing.
Right.
And the country does require people who have corporate skills to actually come and join the NGO sector or do some kind of volunteering, which gives the discipline of working in an organization to an NGO which actually may not be working in a proper corporate manner.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you think that considering where we are at right now in the economy, with inflation, with stock markets, with everything, can a normal salaried employee really reach his fire goal? Is it like possible?
Fire goal is difficult. Personally,
Hmm.
if you ask me,
Hmm.
it is difficult because, see, again, it also depends what kind of lifestyle you're having. As I said, as we have discussed before, two people with the same income
Hmm.
may have a different goal if the expenses are different.
Yeah.
So yes, if you have kept your standard of living under reasonable circumstances and not gone overboard, then it is possible to have a fire goal. I completely agree with you. But I still will be thinking it'll be a waste of talent. See, the guy is talented, the lady is talented to have done so well to reach earlier. Should the person not work for the society? Should the person not contribute? You get a lot more self satisfaction than just roaming around. I mean, how much you can walk in the hills and how much you can swim in the seas.
Well, that was that. And I think by now we should all know everything that there is to know about NPS. Thank you so much, Shubhashish, for giving us all of this information in such a packeted manner. So, again, whoever has not seen all the other episodes, do go ahead and do that. If you still have any doubts, let us know in the comments below and we'll get them answered for you. Thank you so much for tuning into the series.